So good evening to all of you. Welcome back to our channel, The Art of the Organic Synthesis. So in this particular video, I am took example from the carbocationic rearrangement reaction. Okay. So how we will see how the carbocationic rearrangement are so much important. What are the basic aspects? What is the reaction mechanism? And what is the role of the stereochemistry? So we have the question. This is a very complex question, and if we see the molecule here, and our reagent is the Ag positive and BF3 negative. So Ag positive is the Lewis acid chelating for the hydrogen atom. So we have here chlorine, and what will basically happen? This chlorine will chelate with Ag positive. So like this, if this chelation takes place, what will happen? This bond become weaker. So this bond going to be migrate from here. So we need some driving force. So what is the driving force for the reaction? So if we see here this bond is, we have to see a bond which is parallel, anti-parallel to this bond. So this bond is looking quite anti-parallel to this bond. So what we have to do here, this bond have to migrate and eliminate this Cl atom, because the Cl bond is become very much weakened because of the chelation with this Ag positive ion. So we have driving force. Driving force of the reaction is there. So this is the OMe. OMe donate is electron here, so it become double bond. So this carbon become pentavalent. So one of the bond has to be broken down. So which bond will be broken? It will be totally depend on the stereochemistry of this Cl. So Cl is the anti-periplanar. So this bond is like and go like this, and this Cl can be removed from here. So what we observe here, this bond is connected with this bond. So our next targeted molecule is like there. Sorry, this one, and this go like this and double bond. Now this can be connected to here, and we can get CN atom. Now what happened here? This OMe. So this OMe can be like this. Okay. So this is our compound. Now what happened here? If we provide hydrolysis of this molecule, oh sorry, I forgot to this part also. So if I provide hydrolysis, then what will happen? After the hydrolysis, H2 can here and it can go like this. So we will make here so this is the double bond, and this will go like this, and we have a Cl atom, and this is your carbonyl system. Okay. So if we make this molecule, so what we observe here is what is the absolute stereochemistry and what is the molecule. So we have seen this is the 1 4 3 4 1 2 3 4, and this is the 1 1 2 3 4 5. So one is the 5 member and one is the 4 member. So 1 2 3 4, and this is also like this. So this carbonyl will be come here, and this is the CN atom which is presently this side. So this is the carbocatonic rearrangement reaction. So what is the main focus thing is there? So we have this compounds. We have to see what is the chelating reagent. So this bond is going to break here. So we have to see this which bond is anti-periplanar to this bond. We can eliminate this thing also, but this cannot happen because this bond is the syn periplanar. So if we see this bond and this bond, this is the anti-periplanar. So driving force of the reaction is OMe donate electron here, and this bond which is anti-periplanar, because this is the bonding orbital and this is the anti-bonding orbital of this leaving group. So So this can be broken down like this. So again, I can take another example of this molecule. And you can see here. So I have the same starting material, but what I change here, I change this Cl atom. Okay. So let me change the color so that you can understand better as well. Okay. So you see here, I have the same starting material, but what I did here, I just changed this position of Cl. Now you can see that same thing happen. This can chelate with this Ag positive ion and make this is this is very much weaker. Now what happened? We have this bond, this here. Now this bond cannot migrate. Why this is not migrate? Because this is and this is the thin periplanar. So we have to see this and this bond. So this bond is anti-periplanar to this one. So why generally it is happen? Because this is the anti-bonding orbital of this sigma star CCl bond, and this is the bonding orbital of this bond. So if they are anti-periplanar, so that is the better interaction will takes place, and this bond can easily be magnet. Okay, so this is the main reason. So why? So what will happen here? Again, we have OMe. So let me correct this thing. Sorry. Okay. So again, OMe has the lone pair. This lone pair electron can donate here, and now this CC, this is the HOMO. This is called HOMO, and this is LUMO. So HOMO donates electron into the antibonding orbital in the leaving antibonding orbital of leaving group, and this bond can be migrate. So now what will happen here? What we observe that this, this, and so what is this? This bond is connected to this one. Okay, I forgot to mention that this. So this bond is connected to this, not this one particularly. It will connected to here we have CN atom. Here we observe our OMe, and this is the positive charge. Okay, and our this is the positive charge here. Now what happened? We have again hydrolysis thing will happen. H2 positive. H2 positive in H2 is the nucleophile attack here and this. So we will get here our carbonyl thing. So in this manner you have seen that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5-member thing here and this is the 4-member thing. So one I will draw like this. So this is nothing. This is our having CN atoms there, double bond is there, double bond is there. So this is our final product. So you have seen the both example, how they are differentiated between one another. So we have to see that always carbocation rearrangement will take place. So those group, the group which is going to migrate, and the group, the bond which is caused to migrate the bond. So both should be anti-periplanar to each other. So here I can clearly see here. So this is the anti-bonding orbital of CCl bond, and this is the bonding orbital of CC bond. So this act as a HOMO, which is the high electron density, and this is the electron deficient LUMO. So better interaction will always only takes place if both bonds are anti-periplanar to each other. So you have to keep in mind. I hope you understand this way. So So again, I am giving a question to you. Please solve this one. What will happen if I will take this molecule and react with Ac2O and H2SO? So what is the final product? And the second is that if I will take this molecule so suppose that you can leave this thing here. Suppose what is the final product? You have to tell me, okay? If you have any problem, then you can consult to me. Thanks for watching.